I do wonder how many of the people that actually, are involved in this that were kind of tricked a little bit into it. I think there's a certain point where it becomes very obvious. Um, but in many ways, a lot of these people who end up serving or having served these dark forces seems to be tricked into it at first until a point of no return where they're then made aware of it. And then it's like basically the only choice they have is to unite those forces or get killed, you know? And I was so lucky that I'm so energetically sensitive that I recognized it way before I reached that point. Hello, if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Celia. I'm a 6-2 projector Earth Angel here to create heaven on Earth. And in today's video, we're talking a little bit more about the Epstein Files and also a little bit more about my encounter with them trying to recruit me to their site during my modeling career and my modeling time in New York. And also the energetics that go behind it that I've learned from shamanism. So we're going to go a little bit more in depth with that today. Today you're going to learn a shamanic perspective, okay? We go into the rabbit hole, we work with energy in all forms, and we understand that everything starts on the energy level. So if you're ready to go down the rabbit hole, stay along and come join the channel as well for more videos and more topics like these. So yes, let's get into it. A lot of these people, I know that, of course, especially the one on the Epstein Files, have done just atrocious things that are just absolutely inhumane, right? There's no doubt about it. And let's also think about World War II, where there were a lot of Nazi soldiers that were part of like keeping, the Jews in concentration camps and like killing them or torturing them or starving them. And they did it because it was the common narrative that that was, the thing you did, or that was like for the greater good. And I do think some of these have been tricked into kind of believing this. And I say this because I believe in the good of every single human, even the serial killers. I know that this can be very tricky, but I do believe that innately everyone is good in the core, in their essence of every being. And that's why it's my purpose and goal in life to help every human come back to their natural essence. And what these celebrities or whatever are really going to need is energy work because for sure they are infestated with energetic parasites. Absolutely. And demonic entities and God knows what, because these are the energies that have caused them to act these ways, because these are the energies that have been feeding off of that. So mainly these people have just been like physical stations for energetic occupation, as you want to say, or some people call it possession, which we have seen some famous people kind of show the signs of during performances or whatever. So these people are gonna need a lot of energetic help, a lot and a lot and a lot and a lot. And that's why the energy workers are gonna be very needed. We're gonna be the ones that, can really help not just celebrities, of course, which, I'm not sure how this is gonna play out, obviously. It's so horrible what they've done that, it's not just as easy and say, okay, let's clear them energetically and then everyone's good. No, there's obviously gonna be some sort of consequences to their actions. And I'm not the judge for this, and I don't want to be, but I want to point out this to help bring that humane aspect because I know that some people are not going to like me for saying this. Some people will just be like, let them burn in hell, right? But still, deep in my core, I know every human being is good. I know every human being is good. Some of it are more disconnected from their essence than others, and that's what we can see. Or some of them are more, let's say, infected than others, and some of them definitely need, some lessons and God knows where, different planets or other planes. But in the core of it, I do also believe there is a big chunk of them that are kind of tricked into it at the point where they cannot get out of it without, basically dying. And so it's important to have that aspect in mind that these people have literally been possessed, and it's more complex than just say, oh, they're evil by nature. They have been possessed by something evil, yeah. And maybe some of them are not human. I'm not aware of this, or I don't know about this, but I'm speaking about humans in general. And humans are innately good. Any action we see that is not good is not from a human essence. Yeah, a human can do the action, take the action, but it only can be done if they're so severely disconnected from themselves that they are, very traumatized, or they have entities ruling them, or there's possessions happening. So that's why energy work is going to be everything. And that's why I had to resort to lots and lots and lots of energy tools in order to clear myself, because those kind of entities, they make the human feel like there's a pleasure in, those violent acts or raping or whatever it may be. But it's not the human that finds the pleasure. It's the entity that's feeding off of the energy created through that act. So it really is a possession, and it's something way more energetically complex and something that a lot of also energy workers can't really work with. Honestly, you need to be quite advanced to do that kind of work. Um, and I don't even know why I'm sharing this. I just really have a feeling to share it, to bring a little bit of an energetic perspective on things. Yeah, because it's how I cleared myself from, any of the so-called things that I had received from my little time, just not just not barely at the edge of anything. I was never at any rituals or anything. Like, God knows I would never ever have done anything like that. I just was like at the initiatory phases, let's say, and already then it was like, no way, like there's no way I'm gonna be part of this. And also, as many other people have experienced, like I had people contact me afterwards saying, we can give you all the fame you want. We know you really want to be a successful model. We can give you that. Why don't you come join us? And they would openly say, we're from the Illuminati. Like, they would say that. And I just had the creepiest feeling every time. It was like, no way, like block this person, get them out of sight, like far, far, far away. Um, so it has been a real thing for sure. And it's time we clear this planet of energetic junk and just let humans connect back with their human nature. Clear out these, I want to swear, but I don't know if YouTube allows me, but clear out these effing energies that do not belong here. And then we're going to create a beautiful society. And we're going to see what human nature really is, which is beautiful and which is good and which is gracious. And that's what God created. God would never create evil. This is not a creation of God. That is simply the lack of God, okay? So let's find our way back to that natural state. And I'm here to be part of doing that work in whatever way I can. And I'm so happy that I chose to trust my heart. I could probably have, God knows, walked a Victoria's Secret runway and done this and that at the cost of all of that. And I'm so grateful that I didn't. I'm so grateful that I trusted something deeper within me, even if it was the hard decision to make at the time, because it meant many years of suffering, especially energetic suffering. And God, oh, I should make another video of all the things I experienced. It was quite something, and it taught me the greatest things. So I'm eternally grateful for that. And I'm also so ready to help the planet come back to balance, because that's what we're here to do. So I hope this was helpful. Thank you for listening to my esoteric mumbling, but I hope it makes sense to someone, because now I'm also starting to see that maybe what I experienced wasn't for nothing. Maybe I actually was meant to have that experience so I could understand what these people from these places are going through now, and the energetic um complexities of it as well. Because it's not a simple thing. It's very energetically complex, and if you don't have an energetic understanding, it's just so easy to get lost in that. So, so easy. So I do believe that some of them at least were tricked to a certain point, and of course some of them very consciously chose it also, which are really, those are the worst to deal with. But yeah, I wanted to share this. Hope it was helpful. Let me know underneath the video here how it landed for you, and come be part of the family if you're interested in creating heaven on earth as well. I have also free heaven on earth community. You can find us here below, and let's create this beautiful world that we're meant to create. And the stars are supporting us, the astrology is supporting us, Gaia is supporting us. It's the time. It's the time. So let's do this. Let's create heaven on earth.